Hey there guys, it's Tom, welcome back to a brand new video, and this is part number 13 of my F1 2015 Zero2Hero career mode, and we're here for the Singapore Grand Prix, a track that I really like. It's a track that I really enjoy, and unlike a lot of people, like I said, I like this track, and it's actually on Codemasters games. I've always been pretty fast around here, and on this game it's no different. I had some pretty good pace in practice, as you'll see in a moment, and the car really does suit this track, which is good to see. And generally this car looks absolutely spectacular on this game with the next gen graphics under the night skies with the bright lights shining bright, and it really does look just beautiful. I can't begin to explain. It does look really nice in this game, this track. One of the best looking tracks, along with probably Abu Dhabi and Bahrain in my opinion. But here we are in practice, and as you can see, we're going to load up the setup right now. And last time out, I'm going to give you guys a spoiler from what happened, so I'm going to give you 2 seconds to click off the video. There's a link in the description to go check out what happened in the previous race, but I'm going to spoil it right now. So in Monza, we came in second place with that side-by-side finish across the line with Sebastian Vettel, and it's definitely a really good race. Definitely recommend to go watch it, guys. But that side-by-side finish, we came out just short when we finished in second place, so that means we've got 2 upgrades for this race. And right now we're just changing the setup from Monza spec to Singapore spec, so there's a lot of changes to be made here, because obviously it's a street circuit compared to Monza, which is really fast in the straight line. So as you can see, we're just adjusting our setup here, running with a really aggressive setup around here actually. We're going to try and go all out balls deep in this one and see if we can try and get another good result, because we're only 25 points, sorry, we're only 7 points behind Lewis Hamilton now. So the championship title is really well and truly done, because we're right on the back of Lewis now. So here we are in practice doing our first time lap here, and we're on the prime tyres as per usual, because you don't need to really use your options in practice. And then here we go across the line for our first time lap in practice, and we actually go to P8, so quite a bit off the pace, but crucially the car felt really good, which is important to me. That's always like a big factor. If the car doesn't feel good, then there's no point. But here we are now finishing our second and final time lap here, sorry, our third and final time lap, and we don't actually improve that much. We go faster, but we still remain in 8th place. But overall the car was feeling really good, and I was fairly confident. So we're going to jump into the Singapore Grand Prix. So here we are then, it is race day for the Singapore Grand Prix, and we're starting from the back as per usual, and hopefully we can try and deliver once again here, because we want to try and maintain them upgrades and try to improve the car. So as you can see, looking at the grid there, a very different grid compared to last time out in Monza. If you remember in Monza, Marcus Ericsson somehow got P5, so here the subs are nowhere to be seen around here in the street circuit, where it's very dependent on the car's corner speeds. But nevertheless, we're going to go to 5 red lights for the Singapore Grand Prix, and we're underway, and we actually get a pretty damn good start. No wheel spin at all, keeping it really nice and straight out. Like I said, I've been trying to get on top of these starts, and that's definitely the best start I've had in ages. And I know we're going to go up the inside of turn 1 and been spun round by Will Stevens. So what a way to start, just like Monza in the last race, she's been spun round at the first corner. So straight away on the first hurdle on the first lap, we've had a bit of contact, and that is not good for us. And definitely having that contact with Will Stevens is not going to help us one bit, and we've got to try and recover now, as Maldonado ironically is into the wall. It had to be him, didn't it? But now on the end of that number 1, we're on the back of Stevens once again. After that spin there, he asked him to really slow down, and we're going to try and dial at the inside of the hairpin here, and we're going to make the move up the inside of Will Stevens there, and there's a good move up the P18. We should be able to out-drag him down the straight, so the jobs are good in there. We're now up in the P18 with Miles and Maldonado also spun out, so that's 2 positions for us now. And now going on type 2, we're side by side Mary down the pit straight here, and we should be able to get past him nice and easy before turn 1, because we've got straight line speed, and we're up in the P17, and trying to make our way through the field now really quickly. It's now on lap 2. As you see, we've got the inside of Alonso at the hairpin at turn 13, but he comes back us, gets really good traction out of the corner there, and manages to stay ahead for the time being. But on the end of lap number 2, onto lap number 3, out the final corner, we get a really good run on the Spaniard here, on the double world champion, and we're going to get Ryan Slipstream pulled to the inside, and we're going to just take the inside line here, outbrake him, squeeze him out, and textbook overtake the inside of turn 1. We're up in the P16 now, but we're not done with it yet because now we're on the back of Jensen Button and also Sergio Perez. So hopefully we can try and line out Button because DRS is now enabled, so we should be able to use the DRS on him now down this straight. This is the biggest straight on the track here, as now we get a really good exit out of the corner. We've got to open up DRS as we go down the straight here. Button's also got DRS on Perez, but we're going to try and overtake Jensen Button here as we try and brake nice and late into the braking zone up the inside, and we make the move stick, and it's a really good overtake there on Jensen Button for P15. And now onto the start lap number 4, sorry, now coming to the end of lap number 3. And we've got DRS on Sergio Perez as we come out the final corner down the pit straight here, and we should be able to make the same move as we did on Alonso a lap ago as we got the inside off turn 1 there, and Sergio Perez is actually on the prime tyre, so that was a really easy move there, and Perez didn't really put much of a fight position on a different strategy. But now lap 5 we've got yellow flag here, and we've got 2 cars in the wall, so somehow Hulkenberg and I think that was a Red Bull or Toro Rosso have come together there, so they must have made some kind of contact, but we're gonna nevertheless still continue on, and we gained 2 positions there. And I was going to show a replay of that, guys, but for some reason that part of the video seemed to corrupt when I recorded it, because I recorded the replays separately and it just corrupted, so I couldn't show you guys that bit. But we do have a couple of other replays later on elsewhere, so you see right now we're actually using the replay, so don't know why it's just that part of the video that corrupted us. Now we got the inside of Grosjean at the hairpin there, but Grosjean doesn't give up and he stays alongside us as we go down the straight. Side by side action now as we go into turn 14, and who's going to blink first? It's going to be Grosjean. He goes up the inside, but we're going to get a lovely cutback on him, textbook stuff. And we make the move there, and now we're on the back of Marcus Ericsson going on to the start lap number 7 with Ryan Slipstream with the DRS down the pit straight. This should be an easy move into turn 1, and we've also got, I think, Lewis Hamilton in the pit lane now and a couple of cars in the pits, but we're going to go up the inside of Ericsson here, and we're going to make the move into P7 now. So really good overtake there, and a couple of good, that's a really good first steer, I'm not going to lie, that was a good recovery after that spin. And now Verstappen pulls into the pit lane and Sainz goes round for another lap, but Sainz is definitely struggling on these set of tyres, and he was holding a lot of cars up now, and you'll see in a moment. We got up into P4 for the time being, so we've got more cars in the pits, but Sainz is going really slow. Move caught right up to the back of him here, as you can see, just in these next 3 corners with right on his gearbox. And we're going to try and line up for a move maybe down the straight with the DRS, which should make it nice and easy for us. As now go into turn number 4, we're going to get a nice, really good run through the corner, hitting the apex nicely, getting really good traction out of the corner, opening up the rear flap, and we're right in the 6 from Sainz. We're going to pull to the inside here, and this should be a foregone conclusion before the braking zone, because we just got so much more straight line speed, and indeed it is as we go up into P3 now. So really good first stint, like I mentioned before. And now we're coming into the pit now, as you can see at the end of lap number 8, and hopefully we're going to have a good pit stop here, and because we've gone an extra lap, hopefully we can undercut a couple of cars who pit a lap ago, which would be really good for us. So as you can see, we've got Mercedes mechanics in the pit lane there, so, and Ferrari, so they've both pitted recently. And as you can see, the Williams mechanics are getting to work, but we've been held up by the Toro Rosso of Sainz. So Sainz has held us up a little bit, so he's got some form of payback on us after that overtake we pulled off on him a lap or so ago. But we've managed to come out of the pit lane nicely, and we're going to rejoin the track, and hopefully we don't lose too much room. We're going to rejoin in and around P6. There's Verstappen coming down the pit straight here, and he's probably going to pass us into... Actually, no, it's not Verstappen, it's Ricciardo. I thought it was a Toro Rosso for a moment there, but it's actually a Red Bull, and he's going to pass us now. So I think we've actually gained a place. I think we might be in about P5, so that's a pretty good pit stop if you ask me, because we've managed to overcut Lewis Hamilton, who's behind us somehow. So we've managed to pull off an overcut, and we've got more cars in the pits now, lap 14 as you can see, and we're going to go long here. I decided to switch up my strategy, so instead of doing a 3-stop, I decided to do a 2-stop. So what I was going to do is do a stint on the primes right now and stretch it out a couple of laps, and then go on to another set of primes to the end. But now Lewis Hamilton is coming back, as you can see on the fresh options, we're going to get a brilliant cutback. We're going to squeeze him, and we spun him out. If you look in the mirror, we spun Lewis Hamilton out. He's right behind us, so that is really controversial there, but I think I just about had the race position. Hamilton could have just backed out, but you guys let me know in the comments down below. But I thought I had the racing line there. I was well ahead of Hamilton there, and he just tried to stick his nose where it shouldn't have been, like Ricciardo and Rosberg at Hungary. But now on lap 20, we're coming in for our final pit stop onto another set of prime tyres. Like I said, we're 2-stop in this race, so we're going to try and go long in both of these stints, and another lap should definitely be doable on these set of prime tyres with a 2.5 pit stop there from the boys. We're going to rejoin the track any second now, and we should be comfortably in P5 once again, just like before. So we haven't lost any ground in that previous stint, and I know now everybody is yet to pit, and we've got a couple of cars also who are on different strategies. So as you can see, we overtake 2 cars already there. Up in the P4, we've got another car there, Vettel for P3 is right in front of us. So can we make a move with him? He's on really cold prime tyres, so we should be able to try and make a move on the German, and yes we do, and we're up into P3, and exactly one lap later, now Kimi Raikkonen I believe is in the pits, and we're also going to overtake him, and we're going to move up into P2 now with pretty much 6 laps to go in this race. You can see there's Raikkonen, and we're just going to go clean around his outside, and we're now up into P2. Rosberg, I got to admit, is well outside. He's 20 seconds up the road. He's had a magnificent race up front, but if we could take P2 once again, that'd be a magnificent result for us. But now, as you can see, Lewis Hamilton actually came back at us on the last lap of the race. Lewis Hamilton was a lap car, and that actually surprised me quite a bit, so he must have had some kind of tangle, because surely with my spin he wouldn't have lost that much time, so there must have been some kind of other incident elsewhere. But nevertheless, I decided to let Lewis Hamilton go, and that's the second race in a row Lewis Hamilton has finished outside of the points. So this means if we come home in P2, which should be the case now, we're going to come home with a massive 18 points, and we're going to take the lead in the championship now as Nico Rosberg wins the race. We're going to come through the final corner, and we're going to come home for a brilliant second place and a massive 18 points and the lead of the Drivers' World Championship here. And what a race here in Singapore, and what a result. So there we have it then, official confirmation as we take home 18 massive Drivers' World Championship points. Nico Rosberg takes the win and the 25 points, and then it's a Ferrari 3-4 with my teammate Felipe Massa once again not finishing in the points there. So disappointing, because we could have gained some ground on the constructors ahead of us in the Constructors' Championship. But I'm just looking there, both McLarens in the points, quite impressive from them. They're in 9th and 10th, just scraping in, and also Max Verstappen and Felipe Massa and Carlos Sainz also getting to the points. So a bit of an interesting race there. And Lewis Hamilton crucially way down in P14, and looking at the Drivers' Championship, we're now 11 points clear at the top from Lewis Hamilton, and that is crucial. For the first time this season, someone else has been in the lead of the championship that's not Lewis Hamilton, and definitely things are starting to heat up as the top 4 are covered by 54 points. You could even say Raikkonen is still within an outside chance with 67 points behind us. So the top 5 are really going for this World Championship, and things are really starting to heat up. In the Constructors though, we have lost a bit of ground to Ferrari there and also to Mercedes, so the Constructors is starting to look a little bit unlikely unless Massa gets his act together. But nevertheless guys, this was an absolutely fantastic Singapore Grand Prix, and with them 2 upgrades, with that second place we get 2 upgrades. So we're now going to look at the upgrades board real quick just to confirm. As you can see, second place there, which means we're going to get 2 spins off the wheel, and which equates to 2 upgrades. So we're going to spin the wheel now, and we're going to see what we get, because this could be crucial now for the rest of the season. And we're going to spin the wheel here for the first time, and we are going to get, what is it going to be? It looks like it's going to be make any upgrades, so that's a very good upgrade there. We'll definitely put that to good use, because we could do some damage with that. And then our second upgrade and final one is going to be the front anti-roll bar, so 2 very good upgrades there, and definitely I can put them to good use. But nevertheless guys, if you enjoyed the video, please do smash the like button down below. If you're new around here, please subscribe, and yeah guys, that's about it from me, and I'll see you guys next time for the Japanese Grand Prix. So from me, goodbye.